What the heck is going on with our water? That's what many of you are asking us tonight. Dean Shawley in Cape Coral just sent me these images from the canal behind his home on 26 Terrace near Savona Parkway. This was right before the news, and as you might know, this stuff smells worse than sewage. And with the state offering very little answers on what's going on other than to say they're monitoring it, 4 in Your Corner Sam Sosa took matters into her own hands for you to get you answers. She took a sample of the water right to an FGCU scientist to find out what's being done about this and how this problem might be affecting you.
It's just unlivable almost. The smell actually finds its way in the house.
This isn't a sewer. It's the Coral Point Canal. Blue-green algae's been building up here over the last few days, and neighbors want to get rid of it, telling me it's inches thick.
The other day there was an iguana just walking across the canal on top of the algae.
An iguana walking on water.
Walking on water.
Steve Martin invited my photographer Kurt Tremper and me into his backyard to grab a sample to help him get a better understanding of what this blue-green goop is.
Kurt assembled this little contraption here. It's a tube on a stick.
Here we go.
Maybe get a little under the blue.
We took that algae sample to Dr. Mike Parsons at FGCU's Vester Field Station, where he put it under a microscope.
Yeah, so you can see these kind of big clumps.
Just from looking at the sample, he can tell this is the same blue-green algae we've seen floating down the Caloosahatchee River, not a different bacteria. And he says its cells are dying. To answer some questions Steve had.
Is it toxic? Is it only the water? Is it airborne?
Dr. Parsons says this algae can produce toxins, but they're not airborne unless they're moving with small water droplets.
If you feel the spray coming off of it and you breathe that, and you could breathe in the toxins.
As for getting rid of it, Dr. Parsons says it should be removed, but it'll take some serious manpower and almost impossible for a homeowner to do themselves.
You'd probably need some really big nets or booms like they use for oil spills.
Now, Dr. Parsons says if that algae is left alone, it should die off in a week or so, but he says then it's going to sink to the bottom of your canals, and those nutrients stay in the water on the bottom, which can lead to this same problem in the future.